We got another convention coming up soon. Come see us in Bettendorf, Iowa from June 21st to June 23rd for Planet FunkCon. Find out more information now by visiting planetfunkcon.com, and we hope to see you there. Oh, golly gee willikers, am I the right guy to be talking about this movie? Or, maybe I am. I have been fighting a cough lately, and I do sound kinda sexier right now. Sure, there may be a new Shaft movie coming out, which is a follow-up to the movie Shaft, which itself was another follow-up to the movie Shaft. I'm confused! But before checking out Shaft and then Shaft, we gotta go back to the original 1971 Shaft, highly regarded as one of the most influential films of its kind, one of the earliest in the blaxploitation genre, a movie that was such a pop culture phenomenon, it spawned a number of imitators and knockoffs all throughout the 1970s, not to mention giving us the Academy Award-winning original theme song.
Like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
No, the other Academy Award-winning song. You know, the one by Isaac Hayes. Directed by Gordon Parks, this is a film that was a wildly important part in black advancement in Hollywood films. The story of private detective John Shaft, based on the novel by Ernest Tidyman, and written by someone named John Black. I bet he, wasn't expecting him to look like this necessarily, or that the screenwriter on Shaft worked on Murder, She Wrote. Foxy Brown was the Jessica Fletcher of her time. This is a movie so masculine and so Shaft that even talking about it, I'm sure it had sex with me. The film may have been released by MGM, but for some reason I think Sony may be trying to get its hands on the film. The whole opening sequence feels like a movie in and of itself, while telling us that yes, this movie is way better than the others playing. Shaft could take on some scalp hunters in 5 minutes. Shaft feels very sorry for anyone out there who is stuck seeing a decades early screening of a Rob Schneider movie. But I do have one question here. Why are they playing the theme from Gotti? Shaft is played by Richard Roundtree, a man so sexy he caused the entirety of the movie Inchon to explode. I, for one, would like to know the new policy at this sex show, probably cleaning up after your own cum stains. Given that this is 1971, they could freely advertise that they have real cocaine. I wonder what's going on the other side of town. Damn, all of the 70s was too funky. But why leave it to me to tell you who Shaft is?
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks?
I told you weeks ago, John freaking Travolta! Even the people selling the TV guide are suddenly way more cool and pumped with way more rhythm when they're in the presence of Shaft. I could probably pick up some dance moves because of this. It may even cure me of this cough that I have. This movie is too cool for me to be talking about it! Perhaps I should count all of the times I climax in this film. You'll know when you hear this sound.
Too much sugar this morning, Cole.
Then don't drink it, baby.
Wish I was cool enough to end every sentence with baby. Prepare yourself, penis. You're gonna be ejaculating a lot. Shaft learns that there's a couple of people spying on him. They're the producers of Mean Johnny Barrows, looking for some sweet moves. Sure, these may be cops, but I have a hunch that they just got back from framing Dolomite. They've got Shaft under investigation. How is this an episode of the Cinema Snob called Shaft, and it's not a porn? Or is it?
Hey, where the hell are you going, Shaft?
To get laid. Where the hell you going?
I felt that. This is a porn. There are some gangsters who are after Shaft. Definitely got something to do with Black Caesar. Can't tell if this is a fight scene in Shaft's office or a full-on orgy. This is a movie so tough, it makes everyone in real life look unsatisfactory. You are a loser. Be more like Shaft. Yeah, then I could do this. Across the street, Sonny Chiba's been throwing people out of windows all afternoon. It's not a big thing. Shaft is hauled downtown. Not so much about the dead guy, but about how come Shaft can pull off this look and not my college professor. Shaft's gotta head back out on the streets. This attack has something to do with a gangster named Bumpy, and he's got 48 hours to find him. And no way is he gonna spend those 48 hours with Jack Cates. Shaft goes it alone, despite the taunts.
You ain't so black.
And you ain't so white, baby.
Unfortunately, they lost their point when an empty grocery bag matched the nearest brown guy they could find. And there's Bumpy, hoping this truck convinces everyone that he's in the garbage business. I love the 70s. This was back when the Hojo was just called a hoe. And I know one cab driver whose mom Shaft is gonna bang.
What the hell is this? Your white mother?
Shaft can't catch a cab or proper ADR work. The driver probably would have brought him to the closest white movie he could find, Love Story. And if anyone can make Bumpy wait, it's Shaft.
That's some cold shit.
Why do I have the feeling that that guy dies and is reincarnated into Tequila the dog? Sorry for keeping you waiting. I was banging the cab driver's mom.
You're in my chair.
Someone start sucking something, it's called Shaft! Bumpy wants Shaft to find his kidnapped daughter, and this 1971 in the background proves that I am not watching the 2000 film. Bumpy is very serious about this job.
You find my baby. That's all I want. And you find her.
Alright, fine, I'll track down your daughter and I'll get you an Oscar. But remember...
You send another cat after me with a gun, I'll kill the motherfucker and I'll come looking for you.
Good thing it's laundry night. Why couldn't any of this music have been my wedding song?
Black man, born free.
Hey, Joe, you seen Ben Buford around?
Everyone loves it when Shaft shows up to ask questions. He brings style and one hell of a badass soundtrack.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
The rest of the movie isn't even about the case. It's just this, walking around with the music. Oh, I'm fine with that. I think these people are more concerned with the fact that Raphael is back, or some other cat.
I just heard some cat tell another cat that they both in the movement with Ben, Dick.
I never said that! And I think this Shaft is cheating on my erection!
You alright?
It'd be funny if he didn't even know who that was. He just walked into some stranger's house and sat there. And it totally worked. Gotta call the detective to rub it in.
Well, John, what'd you get?
I got laid.
Yeah, he did. So did I. Stupid 2019, be more like 1971. Cabs just start playing that whenever he gets in. Speaking of porn, Patton MASH is a really epic wartime porno. Now to visit the Junkyard Gang and be a much better role model to them, even after a shootout.
Not the roof, this way.
Shaft is so cool that he can make you forget that ADR wasn't the best in the 1970s. Let's see, doesn't cop out when there's danger about, check. No one understands him but his woman, check. This movie is not about false advertising. We also forget that in the 70s, every lieutenant's office was also a call center and a janitor's office. They're just now getting the news.
Several cats were killed up in Harlem tonight. You know anything about it?
Glad I don't hang out in that neighborhood. Not those kind of cats, Lloyd. Looks like there is a full-on war between rival gangs, that being Bumpy's gang and the Mafia. Know what'll help that war? Something smooth.
You got problems, baby?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I was born black.
And I was born poor.
I was born a poor black child. Not really, but I was born quoting The Jerk and this. Bumpy really doesn't want to deal with any of this, especially since they all visited the world's worst barber shop in Harlem. Best time to talk shit.
Me and you gonna tangle sooner or later.
Why don't you stop playing with yourself, Willie? You ain't gonna do shit.
No need for me to play with myself either. It just does it on its own. Shaft has an idea where Bumpy's daughter is, and then it's got to do with the mafia and Bumpy's wood paneling guy. Those were very important in the 70s. I'm just gonna throw this out there. This movie is a much better 1971 film than The Zodiac Killer. Controversial opinion, I know. You can always tell the bars which Shaft hangs out in by the music. He'd shock everyone if he went to the jukebox and put on nothing but Charlie Daniels. It's a practical joke he likes to play.
Let the music make you move, 'cause you can dig the groove.
Please, please, too much cool! I have very few juices left! He pretends to be a barkeep so he can keep an eye on the mafioso sent to spy on his office and to drink.
All booze, 1,000,000,000%.
Shaft Tries is a very cool series. It's just him drinking whiskey, saying cool things, and banging.
There's a girl over there with the dark hair and the groovy boobs. If you're interested.
And with that, he tells the lieutenant to tell Johnny Wad to suck it. After having sex with the entire bar, it's back to work. He gets the lieutenant down there to bring these mobsters in.
My name is John Shaft. Freeze.
Oh, there goes my pistol. I see he's picking up someone's bar tab. Just think, someone is watching this movie right now and saying, Grandma? Shaft knows just how to get Bumpy's daughter, but priorities. He's got to get this chick out of here. He's got 10,000 more women coming over this afternoon alone.
You're really great, Zach. But, you're pretty shitty afterwards, you know that?
You say that, but then you remember that he dialed that phone with his dick. Listen, Shaft, I'm not here about the kidnapped girl. Did you come home with my daughter last night? She's walking with a distinct limp. Shaft is smooth. He comes in and just waits. Back closet, 5 minutes. Well, that didn't take long. And then this guy comes in and just waits to get a sandwich, and then he pays and leaves. Back closet, 5 minutes. Not to have sex, just go in there yourself and cry. This guy's gonna take him to Bumpy's daughter. Shit is going down. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be very cool, and my penis is waiting. Who knew the girl was taken by Rocky the Mobster from Looney Tunes? Can't wait for him to get these assholes. Well, that's surprising and disappointing for several reasons. Well, that rescue didn't work, largely because there's still 20 minutes of the movie left. And if you think a bullet to the shoulder is going to stop Shaft from finishing the movie, bullets only make him stronger, much like the human tornado. Shaft decides that it's not the best time to tell her about the 50 women he's slept with since just getting shot. This is where they hatch their final plan. Rescue the girl from the hotel and rob this casino. She's being kidnapped by the Four Seasons in the Four Seasons. Hey, look, we got this guy's clothes off, but did we have to bang him? Shaft would. No, he wouldn't. I think his plan is to bop the mobster's nose with a newspaper and tell them to never do that again. Something cool is about to happen here. Something cool is about to happen here. Well, that was inevitable. Let's get this girl in the cab and send her to the nearest set of Lady Coco. And now time to badass the hell out of here. No, my penis just exploded. It can't handle any more cool. It certainly can't handle another blast.
Looks like you're gonna have to close it yourself. Shitty.
Okay, one more, I guess. This movie delivers on all fronts, just what the poster promised. The mob wanted Harlem back, and they got Shaft up to here. Yeah, up through your organs and to the back of your throat. I, for one, can't wait till the next movie. Sure, we got the return of Richard Roundtree's Shaft and Samuel Jackson's Shaft, but most notably, it features the world's greatest extra, Dimitri Landell, as Crackhead Talking to Wall. Though there was a follow-up film in 2000 with John Singleton's Shaft, the 1971 film was such a game-changer and box-office hit, you best believe there were more Shafts in the 70s, from 1972's Shaft's Big Score to 1973's Shaft in Africa, plus the 1973 Shaft TV series, and let's not forget 1974's Shaft Scared Stupid. Sure, I'll get to those movies at some point, but first I need to apply 2 tons of ice to my own shaft and prevent the radioactive badassness from spreading to my balls. It comes with the territory of reviewing Shaft.
And you don't think it all. You want to get wasted?
If that's what it takes, yeah.
Marvin's sleeping.